Howdy everyone, here at Step 22 Gear Booth. My name's Adam Wood. We'll show you a few products today. This is our #1 product. It's the Pangin tool roll. It's a combination of tool pouches and a wrench roll that all go into a tool bag. So starting as the form of a tool bag as you see it here, I'll go ahead and turn to the side and then roll it out. And that's why we call it a Pangin tool roll. So as you come out here, you'll see we've got 3 pouches and a wrench roll. One of the pouches is sewn in. These 3 are Velcro. So if you wanted to add another tool pouch or you wanted to add another wrench roll, everything's modular. Go ahead and swing open the wrench roll for you here. This is actually my personal toolkit. So these are the tools that I use when I'm out on adventure. So you see I have a variety of wrenches here, and I put my hex keys down here in the bottom. Our slots are a little bit wider, so even if you do use ratcheting wrenches, they will fit. And then Velcro, of course, keeping all of your wrenches and tools secure in that. I'll roll that guy up and set it off to the side where you would be using it if you were out on the trail or even at home working on a project. Starting on this end, we've got 2 small zippered pockets. We put the zippers on the inside because now you've got a built-in work mat. So you can dump out your smaller items. You have a work mat to use everything. And when you're done, you can just slide your items back into that pocket there and zip it up. This is where the wrench roll normally lives. You can also put another tool pouch or, another wrench roll here. So this is an example of some of the tools that I've got in my tool pouches. Now the bag that it normally rolls into when you're out on adventure and you're having something to break down, having to work on it, any tools that you use, you can set them in the bag. That becomes kind of your little work garage. So when you're done with your repair or the work that you're having to do, all of your tools are one place. You're not losing anything. You can go back into the pouches and zip those up. Now, if you're working in your shop or at a house or something and you're not worried about losing your tools and you're going to have this deployed for a little while, what's cool on the end here is if you actually roll the bag up, you can roll and stow it away. There's a G-hook here, and if I take that G-hook, slide it on that webbing, now that's no longer in your way. Now we just rolled up one of the handles. The second handle has dual web that goes both direction. And we added a third handle. So even with the wrench roll in there, if I wanted to go from one place to another, I don't have to roll it back to a bag. I can take those 2 handles and I can move from A to B, doing just that. Now when you're all done, taking it back to a bag configuration, you zip all those pouches up there, roll that up, get it to the end, and then I take the bag and get it started, and then roll into the bag. There's going to be a little bit of slack over on the top. Using the hardware that we have here, I use the wide tab out and the small red tab in. Doing those at the same time takes some tension out of that bag. So you see that's pulled in. Tuck that in, and now you got your handles. Now it's a tool bag. So there you go. You can store that in your rig or at your house, and everything's organized and ready to go. So that's the Pangin tool roll. Now, if we walk down here a little ways, we have a product that's called the Hedgehog Toiletry Roll. It's a takeoff, the same kind of design that you saw on the Pangin tool roll, but it's designed to be used hung up. So in this case, just like you saw there with the tool roll, it starts in the same format, but a little bit smaller. Of course, this is for your toiletries. And when you unroll it and hang it, so if you're out on adventure, and you don't have any place to set your stuff down, you can hang it up. You've got 2 removable pouches. The bag now becomes a dump pouch. So if you need a spot to put your phone, your keys, or a pack towel, or whatever it is, that bag works as a perfect dump pouch. If you get a bunch of weight in there, small red tab into the G-hook, holds that up so your items aren't going to fall. And just like I showed you with the Pangin tool roll, if you don't need to store anything in here and this is your way, this is too tall, or you're going to camp shower outside and you don't want it as high, it's that same roll and stow feature. So you got a same G-hook there, you roll that up. Now that's shorter, that's no longer in your way. So we unhook that, bring your bag down there. This also includes a mirror, so when you're out on adventure and you still want to look good and you need a mirror, it's got a mirror there, which tucks into there. Now, if what you need to hang it on is too large for the hook, on the back side here, we have a G-hook with expandable webbing. So if it's a large tree branch or a roof rack or whatever it is, you can go up and over and hook back down on. And then when you're all done, everything rolls back up, goes back into the bag. Put those guys back in there and you're back on adventure. So that's the Hedgehog Toiletry Roll. We keep moving on down the way here. This is our Tanil tech pouch, designed for tech. You don't have to use it for tech, but that's what we designed it for. This is perfect for small cameras, handhelds, hard drives, charging cables, charging bricks, and all of that kind of stuff. The back compartment is actually 1, 2, 3, or 4 compartments. It Velcros in the middle. So you can open it up and have one large compartment. So if you have a small drone or smaller cameras, but the idea is you can put everything in a compartment so your items aren't crashing into each other. You don't want stuff to get, hurt because of that. Zippered pocket in the front, perfect for charging cables and cords. Spare micro SD card. So the zipper puller actually houses a spare micro SD card there. So when you need that emergency shot, you've always got a spare card. The zippered pocket you can access from the inside or from the front side. So if we look here on the front, this pocket that you access, quick access from the outside, you can also access from the inside. 4 small pockets in the ceiling there for your smaller items. And then backside is MOLLE, and it does come with some hardware. So if you have a shoulder strap, either a strap from us or a strap of your own, you turn this into a sling bag. So you've always got your gear with you, ready to go. That's the Tanil Tech Pouch. If we keep moving on down the row here, now we looked at the Hedgehog toiletry roll. This is the Tortoise Toiletry bag. So the Hedgehog is designed to be used hung up. The Tortoise is designed to be used on a countertop. So if you're doing the type of travel where you've got a countertop, even if you're hotel traveling or you've got a camper or a table, you got a little bit more storage out of the Tortoise. And the design behind the Tortoise, what's cool is all of your items are now sitting upright. So with your typical men's DOP kit, everything is stacked on top of each other. You can't see everything at once. You got to take everything out to use it. With the Tortoise, all your items can sit upright. You can take one item out, use it, put that back in. You got a built-in workspace, so if you don't have room or it's not clean, now your toothbrush or anything that you're working with, you can set down inside there. The pouch is removable, so if you're doing a small trip out of camp or doing something, you can take that pouch, put it in your purse, your backpack, or whatever, that take some smaller items with you. You got 2 pockets on the ceiling here. You got 2 pockets down on the bottom, 3 pockets on the front of the main compartment, and 3 pockets in the back. Now you'll also see that we have a hook here. Now as I explained earlier, the Hedgehog's designed to be used hung up, but sometimes you don't have a countertop to set your Tortoise. So we did incorporate the hook. It's not ideal, but at least it works. If you're stuck somewhere, you don't have any place to set it, you zip up the sides a little bit and you can still hang it. When you're done, just put that hook back inside, zip this guy up, and then when you're all zipped up in a nice tight package like that, ready to go. So that's the Tortoise Toiletry bag. We got a little more time, we can walk on down here to the end. And these are gonna be our Stingray flat boxes. We've got 2 sizes, so we have the Stingray and the Stingray Mini. And I'll show you that the Stingray Mini is exactly half the size of the standard Stingray. These boxes actually start flat. So most people after they're built will leave them built. But if you are short on storage space and you're not using one of these, you can pack them back down flat. Stingrays are perfect for just about whatever you want. It could be camp kitchen, clothing, dry goods, camera gear, recovery gear, all types of tools, just about anything you want you can put inside a Stingray. There's a divider in the center which is adjustable. We do offer additional dividers. So the short divider that comes out of the Stingray Mini, for example, could make one more divider here. So if you're doing camera gear or things that you don't want crashing into each other, you can add additional dividers. The divider's also removable. You can just have one large compartment. A nice zippered pocket in the top. Another thing that's cool about the Stingray are the Easy Right patches. So it comes with 2 Easy Right patches, which are blank. So if you're loading this up and you see the side of the bag, you could write with the Sharpie, clothes or camp kitchen, and put that on the side. If you're gonna be accessing it from the top, you could put the patches on the top or on the front. So no matter where you store your Stingray, you can always know what's inside it. So if you got multiple Stingrays and you need to grab the clothing or the camp kitchen, you know exactly what is where. So those are the Stingray flat boxes. This is the Chameleon carry-all. Now the Chameleon is called the Chameleon for a reason. Most people will use it as a camp kitchen, but some use it for toiletry, some use it for tech. It really can transform into however you want to use it. Here we're showing it as a camp bar with the Chameleon adjustable straps. So if you want to put larger items in the top here, we have what's called a reef panel. You can do a reef panel for kitchen utensils or anything like that. You've got 3 pockets. Here you see them on a countertop, but they are actually designed to be used hung up. And there's multiple ways. It comes with a set of hanging straps as well as rings here. So when you get to camp, you just grab your Chameleon, hang it up wherever you are. and you're ready to cook, eat, or drink, or tech, or whatever it is that you choose to store in there. Taking a look on the back, I'll just grab a few of these. We've got some more of our Stingray flat boxes here, but also our qual cubes. These are packing cubes. Here you see them in multicam black. We also have them in our HD. 3 sizes, small, medium, and large. The small is the one you see in the front here. The medium is the same footprint, but twice as high. And then the large is obviously a larger square. A lot of companies will do packing cubes that are very lightweight, good for clothes and stuff like that. Now, of course, you can store clothes in our packing cubes, but we went HD, heavy duty. So good for your t-shirts and clothes as well, but you can also put tools in here. So these are built to hold up whatever you want to store in here. And then you got the nice mesh pocket for quick access stuff on the front there. So anything you want to grab in and out easily, that is the qual cube. So that's a pretty good walkthrough of what we've got here at Stepp 22 Gear. Of course, you can find us online at stepp22gear.com.